Welcome to the Microdosing Growth podcast. My name's Lisa Kirkman and I'm your host. Microdosing Growth is the antidote to overwhelm, offering a steady path towards becoming the best version of yourself. Small steps leading to huge transformations that anyone can start right now. So let's go. Welcome back to the Microdosing Growth podcast for dose number 8. Today, really interesting topic, I think, and something I'm very familiar with in my own life. I'm going to talk about identity shifts, letting go of who you thought you were and embracing who you want to be. So the journey of personal growth is one that often requires us to shed old identities and embrace new ones, because like the caterpillar turning into a butterfly or a snake shedding its skin, we need to lose those old layers to embrace the new ones and make room for the new. And it can feel like a loss. And that's something that's not acknowledged enough, that there can be, if the identity shift and change is big enough, there's definite grief and loss associated with that. The key to this, though, is understanding that evolving doesn't mean erasing who you were, but it integrates your experiences with who you're becoming to help you bring those lessons and experiences forward so that you can continue to grow and evolve and build on those. So, for example, and I've gone through in my own life massive identity change in the last, 3 or 4 years on every level, but I'll talk about my professional one. So I had built my entire identity around being a high achieving professional in the space of owning a CrossFit affiliate and being a CrossFit coach. If someone asked me who I was, I'm a CrossFit coach. I'm a CrossFit affiliate owner. That is how I defined myself, but by what I did rather than, who I was at my core. And when I transitioned out of my gym, I really had to try and clarify for myself, like, well, who am I now without that? Am I nothing? Do I not fit in? Like, where do I fit? Like, what's my purpose? And I used to feel guilty for making that change. And then also I had to lose that identity of hustling all the time and, being, the person in control and the person who had all the answers for everybody and was there to help people when, the person who needed most of my help was myself. And by stepping into a more balanced lifestyle, I had to, reconcile that I wasn't what I did. There are a whole heap more, many layers to Lisa than that. And I had to also work through and realize that my worth is not tied to productivity alone, how much I hustled and earned it and how much I did and how successful the gym was and how many athletes I had. I really had to strip back and understand what my own self-worth was. And that is a journey that still continues through various layers, but I couldn't just forget that person because that wouldn't serve me. I acquired so much knowledge and so many lessons and so much strength in that time that I needed to bring that stuff forward to help me with resilience and perspective in this new identity of who I am. So today's actionable step: reflect on an aspect of your identity that really no longer aligns with who you're becoming or who you aspire to be. Write down one belief or habit that you can let go and one new belief that supports your growth. I talk a lot to clients about aspirational identities, and I want to be this kind of person. Good. How do they behave? What do they do? What does this successful person do? So they get up every morning and before they grab their device, they meditate, they drink, water with lemon juice in it, they read, they write, they do things, then they start their day. If that's who you want to be, then you need to start to have some of those beliefs and habits and start to implement them in your life. So people like us do things like this. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.